Alright, what's going on, guys? Waytown 27. Today we're going to be taking a look at Immortal Abomination. I recently duped him in the featured 5-star hero crystal and took him all the way up to rank 5. I don't know too much about the character, but I figured he would be really good in the event quest that comes out every month. Every time they put a poison on you, if you parry or use dexterity, it converts them into Furies and it stacks up to 15. And since Immortal Abomination doesn't take any damage from poisons, I figured he would do pretty good in this. So I think we're just going to hop into one of the paths. I'm not really too sure which one will be best for him, but we'll see how he does. I don't think he'll be able to take down Odin. I think Odin is very mystic heavy, but you know, we'll give it a shot. I think the path I'm going to take is this Vision path. So Vision is going to be poison immune, so I don't think I'm going to waste my time trying to do that fight. It'll just be long. He'll still probably get through it and get the Furies and do decent damage, but I'm more interested to see how he does against the rest of these fights, especially Dr. Doom and Torch. So I think I'm just going to go and do this Vision fight real quick, and then I'll come right back. Alright, so now we're on to Jubilee. Like I said, I think Immortal Abomination is going to be the best character for the entire science path. His character just fits the nodes so well. I just think his damage is going to be ridiculous as soon as you get up to about 10 Furies or so. And I think once you get to the 2, you want to apply 10 poisons to the opponent. And then you'll, I think, an acid burn on the opponent. Unless she already has it. I don't know how that works. Because the acid burn is when you start dealing crazy amounts of damage. Alright, slipped up right there for a second. Yeah, this fight isn't going as well as I thought it would. I think I messed up with the 2 rotation. Okay, yeah, there's the damage that we're looking for. Okay, so I think you just gotta kind of be by her after you activate the 2, and then once she hits 10 poisons, then you go into acid burn, and then some of your attacks go unblockable, and your damage is just scaling tremendously. So I think that's kind of the move right there. Like I said, I've only played him once or twice. I haven't really used him too much. So we'll see how he does against Scarlet Witch. If I'm lucky, she'll put a poison on me, and that'll help with my Furies. Yeah, I'm not fighting the best right now, but I think that's alright. I think Immortal Abomination will carry me here. So just sit next to her as long as we can. And then, yeah, see, now he's unblockable. And he's just, yeah, look at that damage. I think that's kind of crazy for, you know, how high these characters are and where he's at. I mean, you do get the Fury buffs, which help a lot, but that's still a lot of damage. You see what his basic attacks are doing with the Furies? But then once you get the acid burn, you're dealing so much damage. I'm not too sure how we'll do against King Groot, but I don't think it'll be too bad. I know King Groot will shrug off a lot of parries and stuff like that, but I still think I can get an acid burn on him. I'm not too sure though. See, now we need to get a parry up. There it is. So now we're already at 12 Furies. Yep, and then we're maxed out at 15. And then I get hit. Yeah, I'm definitely not playing my best today. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really struggling to get the acid burn on him. I don't really think this is one of the better fights for Immortal Abomination, but I got it there at the end. But still, I don't know. That wasn't a very good fight. I played that pretty poorly. But this is the fight I really wanted to try him out in. The torch fight would be cool, but Dr. Doom, I find him to be one of the tougher characters to fight. If you can't dex his 2, but if you can, then I think you're in business. But yeah, I just want to see what kind of damage Immortal Abomination will do to him. So we'll go for the 2 evade. Hopefully I don't slip it up. Oh, there we go. Okay. Coming. Throw the 2. Parry him for a second. And then we'll go in. Yeah, just look at that damage. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I took a little bit more block damage than I wanted to. I think it was when I was doing that too. I dexed the first part, but I missed the second. So that Human Torch fight didn't go quite as planned. I think I just lost too much health between King Groot and a little bit on Dr. Doom, but not too much. So I think that kind of screwed me for the rest of the quest, which is fine. I think we'll just hop into another fight. I'd like to try to do the ManThing line. Obviously I'll have to skip Darkhawk later on, but I think everybody else should be good. But if the video's too long, I'll just cut it up into the best fights, and we'll just kind of see how that goes. But I think ManThing should be one of those fights that is pretty easy, because ManThing isn't poison immune, he only gives off poisons. Oh, jeez, here we go again. I'm already starting out rough, but that's alright. It's just a twig. Alright, so we'll parry. Let it sit for a second to get as many poisons as we can. And there we go. Got the acid burn on him. So you can just see the damage that Immortal Abomination is doing is just crazy with the acid burns. And just like that, he's dead. Once he gets acid burns on him, he becomes one of the biggest damage dealers I've seen in this science quest. I know in the old one Captain America did pretty good, but his damage is unreal. I think there's probably 1, maybe 2 good counters for every, type of quest in the monthly event quest. And I think he's definitely the top one for the science. I mean, you just can't beat what he's doing right now. Alright, so dex that. But I think it's pretty hard to get into the acid burn unless you launch the 2. So try to get this 2 out of Green Dog. There's that. Kind of fine with losing the health. I'm really just trying to see Immortal Abomination's damage potential. Alright, and then here's this. Yeah, see, the damage is crazy. I'm not really trying to fight flawlessly, I'm just trying to show what he's capable of. And I think it's doing a pretty good job in itself. Let's give Proxima Midnight a try. I think I'm gonna do her and Dormammu. I think my health is too low to try and do Punisher 2099. I just think his specials will just give me too much damage in the block. So, might just have to skip him, but we'll see how these 2 do. Just trying to get more, just a little bit more gameplay from Immortal Abomination, just to really see how good he is for this stuff. to. I probably should have baited out the 2 first before doing this, but I think we're good. Alright, for some reason he didn't go unblockable there. I don't really know how that works, but you know, nonetheless, his damage is just crazy. I mean, if you can just get into, like, as soon as you get the acid burn, you just hit the opponent with a 5 hit, parry, hit him again, and then launch a special before it expires, I think it's safe to say anybody on this entire quest is KO'd. It's just unreal. I haven't seen anything like this in a while. And he's not even being run with any suicides or anything. It's just the character. I don't really like when people showcase characters with synergies. I feel like most of the time, unless the synergy is like the Ghost and Wasp synergy or the new Hela and Odin synergy, I feel like it's kind of just not realistic. Most people don't pick their champs for synergies, I feel. So I kind of just want to show the character and is in full integrity. But I think Dormammu is poison immune, which is fine. I did want to do one fight where I kind of just show how he does against poison immune characters on this. Because even with the 15 Furies, he still is dealing a lot of damage. But I think the degenerating might kill me. Which is fine. But yeah, he's still dealing some really good numbers. Yeah, I almost got him, but even with poison immunes, Immortal Abomination's damage plus the Furies in this quest is really good. I think no matter who you fight, as long as they're not somebody that puts like degenerating like Dormammu does, even if they're poison immune, I don't think it's a problem. So I think this character is definitely worth the rank up, and I think in the next few months more people will be talking about him than what they are now. As soon as he's added into the basic, I think it'll be a lot more people will get their hands on him and be able to see what this character is really about. I just think he's really shadowed by Cosmic Ghost Rider and Apocalypse from last year, but overall, I think he's an amazing character. Even though when he first came out, I thought I was going to hate him. I hated his character model. I hated his double face, but the character's really grown on me, and he's actually not so ugly after all. But I appreciate you guys watching. Take care.